Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to How Do I Game Today. We are going to be doing a new video. For now, we are talking about all Nintendo games that I found to be amazing for remastering for more content to come. So hang on. So basically, I'm talking about the Nintendo 64 games and the GameCube games that I really enjoyed a lot. I found these photos on Facebook and Twitter. So basically, bear with me. A few of them are from the internet, from Safari as well. But anyways, here we go. There's also a collage of games that I also brought up for this as well, for my top favorite Scooby-Doo games. Now, a couple of them were on PC and a couple of them were on GameCube. One of them was on the Nintendo 64 and two of them were on the Wii. But I would just love to see them come back to the new remastered formats for the Nintendo Switch and future reference of systems. So here we go. Number 1. Super Mario 64. I know they remade it, remastered it for the Nintendo DS3. So that's good. They did other things into it that you could play as other characters, but I would really love for it to be remastered one last time for the Nintendo Switch. Number 2, Mario Kart 64. I would really... okay, I'm speechless on this one because I really love this game so much. The Mario Kart franchise is amazing. Poetically, I would love to see the Mario Kart Tour game for iPhones and iPads to come to the Switch as well, to see how we do on newer platforms. Okay, let's move on to... oh yes, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I would love to see it come in. For the Legend of Zelda games, they are very good, but I would love to see the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time to make a reappearance for the new franchise of the Switch games. I know they've remastered it a couple of times, once for the DS3, the other I do not know. But let's keep going for another really fun game, which was the original Super Smash Brothers from the Nintendo 64. It was truly remarkable how the older games kept on getting good. But this was by far an amazing game of an origin for the Super Smash franchise. Basically I would really love to see it again. Now let's move on to Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. This is the fifth one that I would pick out for the Switch remastered version of it, knowing that it was remastered for the GameCube. And I think there was talk about it coming to the DS3 a few years back, but it never happened. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Now, for reasons unknown, I never seen this game before, but there was a Yoshi story for the Nintendo 64. Never played it, so maybe I'll give it some thought, but this would be probably... I don't really think I would want to see it be remastered, but if they do remaster it, I would consider it. Let's move on to the GameCube games. For more than obvious reasons, for the GameCube games, that first game I would actually pick for a remastered version coming to the Switch, I really hope they do Super Mario Sunshine. To see the old island again, Helldivino, to come back for a remastered game. This was the first time we ever saw Bowser Jr. Come into fruition and say that Peach is his supposed mother. So that raises more questions than ever. I've beaten half of the game on GameCube, but I've never seen Bowser Jr. I've only seen him as that Shadow Waterform Mario, but apparently he is very powerful in the game. But anyways, let's move on to the second one for the GameCube. Let's see. There's three Zelda games here, but let's go to Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. This was a fun game. I do have some criticisms on this game. Like, the animation was not fun. The storyline could have used some work. I cannot stress that enough. And they didn't put the Ocarina in there, so that was a bit of a strange thing because, like, I only knew how to use that for the franchise. But anyways, Mario Kart Double Dash from the GameCube franchise. I've said this before for the Mario Kart 64, but I would love this game to come back for the Switch. Like, if there is a god for a game to play this, I would strongly suggest you guys to support my thoughts on this and get Mario Kart Double Dash right down to the Switch for a remastered reboot. Like, of course, put some DLC in there, of course, but still, keep the game as it is. It was an iconic game. This game for the GameCube was the one that actually got me into the franchise. Anyways, let's check out what other games there are. Ooh, I think the Paper Mario game was actually pretty decent. I'm halfway through it right now, but I would love to see it come back once again, because I know they did a Paper Mario game for the Wii U and the DS, but like, whatever. I would just love to see it come for the Switch. Super Smash Bros. Melee, the second addition to the Super Smash franchise. But yeah, I would really love to see a new, cleaner animation for it. Let's see. Beautiful Joe, an iconic and strange game, but it was really good for its time. It only had 2-3 sequels, but I don't know what to say about this. Like, I keep repeating myself over and over again. You guys might get tired of it, but I really do want this game to come back for a reboot, or not just a reboot, maybe a reboot of all three or four games that were on the GameCube, remastered, of course, and then a couple years later, maybe they do a new franchise to reboot the whole thing. I would love to see that. But above all else, the Mario Party 4, 5, 6, and 7 from the GameCube franchise. I would absolutely love all Mario games to come into the Switch from the franchise, right? But like, keep them to the core as they are, so you could use them from pro GameCube remastered controllers. Just basically do all that, and you guys have the support that I have. Now, this game, Legend of Zelda, for Four Swords Legends, or Unleashed rather. Well, my gosh, I almost forgot the title there. But anyways, I would love to see all Zelda games come back to be remastered for the Switch. Okay, one last game to mention in there would be Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. I know it had 2 to 3 versions of it. It was for the GameCube first, the Wii second, the Wii U third. I think I own 2 out of the 3 versions. I only found out about it on the Wii and then the Wii U, but I think to remaster it would be amazing. Anyways, you guys, so for this part of the GameCube collage, I think that just about sums it up. So let's get on to the other games that I got in store. Okay, so number one for the Scooby-Doo games from GameCube, Nintendo 64, PC, and the Wii versions of all the games. I know PC is a bit dumb now because, hey, you can get the games anywhere now, but basically, here we go. Number one, Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem. By far, an amazing Scooby-Doo game that had a really fun to chase the theme in it at the end of the mysteries. Basically, the way they designed how to beat the character, how to capture him, or like how to figure out puzzles and mazes, it was perfectly done. But the way that you could capture the so-called supernatural spirits into the Book of Doom, that was a good touch out for actually capturing real ghosts and figuring out who was at the very end of the one. But they went through all the most horrifying frights of what was in Mayhem. But truth be told, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what to say anymore. Just by far, please, people of Nintendo, bring this game back. Okay, Scooby-Doo. Nice to have 100 frights. It was a slow game. It was a bit more like a mazy game, I guess. But the graphics were a bit dull. But I think if you guys would clean it up a bit more, it would actually get more popular for sure. Okay, Scooby-Doo Classic Creeps in. Wait, yeah, that's Scooby-Doo Classic Creeper Crawlers. Here we are. For the Nintendo 64 game, that was the first edition of it all. To do all 100 levels of the different characters and to take on 5 of their different iconic foes was amazing. But that said, the controls needed a touch up. But that's why I would think they should remaster it and reanimate it for obvious reasons for the Switch. Now, let's continue on. Scooby-Doo for the Phantom of the Night. This was a fantastic PC game. I still have it to this day, but for some reason, I can't play it on newer computers. Like, I know that's a bit strange, but that's why they should really bring it into a different franchise for like the Switch or something, or like something new and iconic, systems or consoles or whatever, right? But like, anyways, let's move on. Oh my gosh, Scooby-Doo and, well, whatever this game was called, but this kind of game with its iconic creatures in here was pretty good. The whole thing took me about 3 years to actually beat. Just saying, because this game was a bit harder with the puzzles and all. Not like the Phantom of the Night, and that game was fun. But anyways, let's go to this one. Scooby-Doo Jinx of the Sphinx. This was a fun desert game. You were always in like Africa or where all the other ghosts were. You would actually see some good pyramids in some of the scenes. There wasn't much dialogue in this game, but it was fantastic after all because the mazes, puzzles, and the characters all alike were fantastic. And how you would beat these ghosts or whatever that was in the game, I haven't played it in a while, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm just speculating on what was in this game. But anyways, this was good. Let's see. Where is it? Some Scooby-Doo, some Showdown, Ghost Town. I believe I do have this game. I don't remember if I played it though. I'm not sure. Maybe I have, but it's been years for me, so bear with me here, guys. Anyways, another game that would be really good for the Switch or newer animation for the PC games and remastering it, or it could be an iPhone game for all I care, right? Because it's a good game. Okay, let's go to the semifinals. Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase. It was on PC and the Game Boy Advanced. Yes, I said Game Boy Advanced. I actually own the freaking game on the Game Boy Advanced. I heard there was a rumor that they were going to remaster it someday for the DS3 or DS2, which came out a couple of years ago. But above all, Nintendo, please bring it to the Switch. Like, come on. Like, yes, I'm repeating myself hundreds of times, but whatever. This is a Nintendo exclusive video that I'm doing. As I said, I'm going to do more videos for Nintendo. So this is why I'm doing this. Now, I've never played this PC game, but this Scooby-Doo game looks interesting. I hope it's good, but still, bring it to something that I can actually play on, okay? Like, come on. Now, Scooby-Doo, the Spooky Swamp. How interesting. Sounds like one of the episodes when they went to a spooky swamp, when they took on the old witch and the old zombie of Zeb and Zeke. That actually sounds hilarious because that episode was so iconic of the fourth episode. Well, of the older franchise of Scooby-Doo. And let's go to the final part of the video, Scooby-Doo First Frights. This is a game that I haven't played. Yeah, these two Wii games I believe I have them both. Anyways, I might play it soon, but you guys already know what I'm gonna say. Please bring it to the Switch, remaster everything, and restore all the iconic voices, characteristics. Bring all this back. So anyways, guys, that does it for me. I'm exhausted for talking so long. My gosh, it's been a long 9 minutes of hell. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this in the video. Comment down below if you agree with the choices that I chose here. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.